literally contemplated for the last 40 minutes on what I wanted the title of this video to be. I already know that there's gonna be a handful of people who said, that's clickbait! And then like lose their shit like they're on acid or something, but like, congrats, I can't help you, I'm sorry. And then there will be the other side who's like, well, let's see what he has to say. And then when I say what I have to say, you'll still be like, that's clickbait! So like, hi, I guess, I can't help you, subscribe. But no, this actually did happen. It's a really short and brief story, so don't get your, you know, titties in a bundle or anything like that. I'm just gonna make it, you know, really sweet and to the point. But yeah, like how's everyone's day going and stuff? Yeah, hi. Again, I'm not really helping out. I'll tell you the story. All right. I'm still kind of nervous because everyone's gonna like hate me for this for some reason. But no, seriously. Earlier today I was just thinking a lot about, you know, my childhood and how I was raised and how it really shaped me to who I am today. And honestly, I can say I'm pretty proud. You know, I'm making a lot of progress still today. There's a lot of changes that's going on in my daily schedule that I'm just really sort of trying to figure out, you know, what's gonna happen. As I was thinking about my childhood, I stumbled across one of the most horrific memories that I could remember. The day I brought a gun to school. Now, okay, I'm gonna say that yes, it was a gun, but it was a toy gun, like the dollar store type gun. One of the ones that come in those little boxes of like G.I. Joe type toys where you just, I guess they're for playing with. And I clearly had my fun because I decided to bring it to school like an idiot. So pretty much on Halloween back when I was a child, a lot of our middle schools in the district decided to have the kids dress up and then go outside and walk around. So, you know, the morning of, I was gonna be a police officer. You can see where this story's going already, huh? So hold on, the heat came on and the furnace is really loud. Just 1 second. Okay. Pretty much that morning of, I, you know, got up and everything was the same because after the whole little ceremony of, I don't even know what it's called. After the whole little parade of us walking around the school, we basically would just go inside, take our costumes off and, you know, just put them in our bag. So the plan was to just slip everything over my clothes and just put it back in my bag when I was done. So pretty much the morning of, I had my regular clothes on and then I decided to just slip on that costume and then left the house. But the thing was, I forgot that I had a toy gun. It had nothing to do, I don't even know why I thought of that. I know that was a terrible thing to do. I'm probably gonna be on like the news for this, like a kid admits on the internet he brought a gun. No. So fast forward, right before I left the house, I forgot in my toy box that I had this gun. Why did my parents let me buy this? Like, oh wait, my dad said I can get it because he took me to Toys R Us and you know what? I don't have time for that. I'm still gonna just finish the story. So I ran back in my room before we left and I grabbed this and then I stuffed it in my book bag. And then I was like, I had no idea why I did not think this was a bad idea at all. Like it was Halloween and you know, the gun in the pouch and everything would just fit, you know, because my costume had the little pouch. It had a walkie-talkie, a fake thing of like spray or something, the little fake handcuffs. It was innocent. And then I thought if I put the gun there, everyone would be like, oh my God, he's a real police officer. He's gonna save us. Whose child am I? Like, what? Who? That's not even a good idea. What the hell? So I get to school and I'm all happy. I get out the car and I didn't even tell my parents about this. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I would get more in trouble with them than if the school saw it. Are you serious, Jason? So I get into the school and before class starts, you know, we always have to sit in the middle of the hallway because there's classrooms all around the hallway. And then there's just a big space in the middle where all the students of each class would sit down in their organized lines. And I was in, you know, a class, obviously. So I sat down with that class and I turned around and I talked to one of my friends and I'm not gonna say names or anything. I really don't have time for it. But I turn around and I'm like, hey, what are you for Halloween? And then he's like, I'm Spider-Man. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. And then he was like, what are you for Halloween? I was like, hey dude, I'm a cop. And then he was like, oh, seriously? So you got all like the badges and stuff? And I was like, yeah. And then he looked at my pouch. Funny thing, he says, so where's your gun? And I kind of laugh it off like, oh, I don't know. He was like, well, you're not a police officer unless you don't have a gun. I'm an idiot. So I go in my book bag. And I pull out the gun. Now you can tell the gun was also fake because one, it was plastic. It had no physical buttons that you could push, but it was like a decent sized gun. It wasn't heavy at all either. It was literally just hollow. It had a yellow tip, or not a yellow tip, it had an orange tip that kind of clarified that it was obviously fake. So I took it out of my book bag and then he just flips his shit. Like, weren't you the one who said I would be more of a real OG if I had the gun? So I take out the gun and then you get mad and sad and just run away. Like, I probably could see why, because like, wow, this kid brought a gun to school. Why wouldn't we be threatened and or scared? But I guess those teachers back in the day were trained, like their asses were trained off, because as soon as she saw the yellow tip and then the gun get pulled out, a teacher sprinted over to me and I was like, oh my God, I'm getting my ass beat. So she doesn't even take the gun away from me. She stuffs it back in my book bag and whispers, you have to get out of here. And I was like, wait, what? You want me to leave? Like, my parents just left the parking lot. So I take the book bag and like, I just get up and everyone's like freaking out, but they look at me and then they're just like, wow, what did Jason do? And I didn't even get to say anything. So the walk down to the principal's office was pretty much the worst experience of my life. I was looking at all the little projects on the wall and I was just thinking to myself, how come I can't be an innocent kid like all the other ones? So I got to the office and you know when you're really in trouble, because I didn't even get called down. She just brought me in there. Our principal was actually at a meeting and the teacher just knocks and storms in and is like, this kid needs to talk to you ASAP. It's important. And then the principal's like, wait, are you serious? Like, why is this child here? Oh. So she gets up, goes into her office, and I go with her, and the teacher leaves. And I'm already crying because I already know what I did. By the way, when the teacher left, I guess she just told the administrator there what already happened. So then she told the principal, and she already just knew the whole story. So as soon as I sat down, she was like, give me your book bag. And I gave her my book bag, and as soon as she took it, I knew all hell was gonna break loose. She took the book bag, opened it up, and it was the first thing there because again, I pulled it out and then I pulled the gun out and then the teacher came and just like slammed it back in there and zipped the book bag and all that good stuff. So she pulls out the gun and just sets it on the table. She was like, are you crazy? LOL, peep me though. I didn't mean to bring the gun in school. I didn't know that it was actually bad. It was fake. I was a cop for Halloween. She said, I'm gonna imitate all of this because it's hilarious. She was like, you knew good and well that you were not supposed to bring that in the building. We taught you this, safety. Do you know how many drills we have to do with gun violence around here? And your dumb behind actually brought the gun in the building. How do you think your mom's gonna feel about this? I think I'm gonna get a whooping. Again, I didn't mean to bring the gun to school. It was an accident. Better be an accident because we're calling her right now and you're telling her everything. I was petrified. So I picked up the phone, she called and then was like, hi, I'm the principal at, the local school and your son has to say something to you. Just like that. She didn't even inform her. I physically have to tell her. So my mom's already worried. She gets on the phone and then she's like, hello. I'm like, hey mom. I'm at school. I didn't even say it. I was stalling so hard. I was like, Mom, I'm at school and I'm in the principal's office. Like, no shit, Jason. Yeah, hi, you're in the principal's office. We all know that by now. She was like, why? What did you do? I brought a gun to school. She said, oh, what? I'm gonna skip a lot of the conversation because like, it kind of gets foggy after that. I don't explicitly remember what happened after that. I just knew I was crying. She picked me up. I went home. My dad was still home because it was like 10 o'clock in the morning and ceremony started at 11 and then 11 is when my dad would leave for work. So once I got in the house, you know what's gonna happen. Like I don't have to say anything. So pretty much I get home and then first thing I run to the bathroom. Like I had to go to the bathroom because I felt nauseous. I probably had to shit, just throwing that out there. And then again, I was scared. So my dad comes knocking on the door like, hey, what are you doing, dude? Like, you're getting your ass beat, hurry up. But I got a boo-boo. He's like, no, you don't. And I kid you not, the door was locked and he just muffs it open. I don't even know how that's possible. It was like, and then the door was just magically open. And I'm sitting there on the toilet like, and then he was like, oh, okay, you're actually you got 2 minutes. Hurry up and wipe your ass and get out of here. And so, yeah, after that, he hit me with, what was it, like a branch from outside. The shit hurt. But from that day forward, I found a lot. I found out how to, compose myself and what to bring to school because obviously guns are very bad. Like all jokes aside, I wasn't even trying to be funny while telling this, but don't do that at all. I still don't know why I'm deciding to put this on the internet, but it's my life, it's true, so I decided to share it. But most important thing, don't even joke like that, don't fake something, don't bring that stuff to school. Just anything could happen, and this country is already bad as it is, so I want to make it better, pretty much. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of this story. I hope I didn't take up too much time. I'm probably 10 minutes in worth of filming right now. I'm gonna have to chop all this up. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm still not gonna stress that enough. Literally click the red button, please. Like, I'm begging you. Like, you have no choice. And until my next video, I will pretty much just see you guys later. Leave a like if you like this story, and I'll probably tell more. Okay, no, seriously, that's pretty much it. So yeah, until my next video, bye.